Hello and welcome back to Strictly Between Us for week 9. This is part 2 where we're talking about our tango tops and our ballroom bottoms. So, Minnie, who do you think is going to top that leaderboard this weekend?
Well, we've already said Hamza's bound to be a really strong contender for that top spot with his big band American Smooth to Frank Sinatra. That's going to be such a crowd and judge pleaser, I think. But also Will and Nancy. Will's bringing a samba this time, a proper, real samba. It's proper South American vibes. It's going to be a lot of fun. He's getting the hips back. And, you know, last week it was a really impactful, really powerful and emotional performance, but it's going to be such a joy to see him smile again. And I think Shirley and everyone else will be really pleased to see his skilled hips back in action.
Yes, Shirley particularly. No, I think you're completely right. And I think Blackpool is definitely a place for something fun and spicy and lively. And I'm so looking forward, as you said, to seeing Will just back on fun form again.
Yeah.
And to putting in some character, bringing back that sort of Latin high quality dance that really wowed us at the beginning of the competition with him. He's been dipped slightly midway through. He's on his way up now with the last week's waltz, and I feel like this could be his big moment.
Yeah, this is a possible top of the leaderboard spot for him again, isn't it? Like the Latin dances, as do the ballroom, you know, he is a good all-rounder, but the Latin dances really play to his strengths. And I think, you know, the rhythm and like you said, the kind of the fun and the party atmosphere and the hips, the kind of like motion that has to go into this dance are going to really play to his technical strengths. And I think that's going to be a really strong week for him.
Yeah, 100%.
Conversely, bottom of the leaderboard, we have to talk about who do you think is in trouble this week at Blackpool?
See, I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I'm a bit worried about Kim because, yes, she's been improving the last few weekends. Her dances have been pretty incredible, especially the Argentine tango. However, she's doing a paso doble, which should be in her wheelhouse. However, it's to a Rihanna mega mix, which is We Found Love and Only Girl in the World, which I just don't understand how that's going to work.
It makes no sense to me as a paso. I think it's going to have to be a Dave Arch orchestral cover version because I can't see how those two things add up to paso doble. I would kind of disagree. I think, you know, her technical abilities have come on so far in recent weeks in the competition, and her performances have been really captivating people. So I feel like that while the paso might trip her with this kind of slightly we can't get our head around it concept, I feel like she's got the skills to carry her through. I'm interested to hear you predict that she's bottom though.
Yeah.
It's always a possibility. Like we said, Tony going is going to open the competition up. There could be some real shock results coming in the next few weeks. But also bottom, I think we've been predicting it for weeks, and she's doing all right at the moment. But Ellie Taylor's doing an American Smooth to a Cilla Black song, and I don't think it's going to wow and dazzle, which is what we want from Blackpool. We want party, we want dazzle, we want showbiz and glitz and glamour, and I'm just not sure that this is really going to cut through. I just think this is going to get lost in a very loud lineup.
No, and I think it's a shame because I think that song choice really has let her down. Yeah. Especially as she's doing an American Smooth that's going to be going up against Hamza's American Smooth, which we already can sort of tell from the song choice is going to be a big number. Yeah. So I think she's at a disadvantage. But at the same time, and I know we've been saying this every week, it is kind of her time to go now.
Skill-wise, level-wise, yeah.
Now that Tony's gone, it's now just going to be a matter of who is the weakest on the night, and I think it could be her.
I think it's inevitable that she is the next weakest technically. Yeah. But, you know, Molly and Carlos have struggled to get the votes to match their kind of leaderboard positions and keep them out of that dance-off.
And the judges' critiques as well.
Yeah, and the judges' critiques have been harsh. The judges' scores not quite so harsh as their critiques, but I don't know that the drive is going to be the kind of, again, cut through the noise that it needs to be on Blackpool Week. So there are a few possible dangers,
Yeah.
I think.
And I'm worried because I really like Motley.
Yeah.
I thought last weekend's Rumba was so good.
Yes.
Deserved 4 10s in my opinion.
It deserved 4 10s, Craig.
Yeah, Craig, where's the 10 paddle? Get out.
It's time.
It's time.
It was time. The time has passed already. It should have been
Yeah.
out 3 times.
Exactly.
At least 2 times last week.
So, I mean, I think at this point it's just down to everyone at home to
Yeah.
pick up the phone and vote if you like people.
I really think it's our choice.
Yeah.
Really, who's in this dance-off this week? It's really down to us. You have the power.
You do have the power. And on that note, that's the end of part 2 of Strictly Between Us Week 9. Stay tuned to see what we would like from the rest of the series.